racetrack feel today? Is it aging every time now that you feel like you're coming here?
I mean, it looks like it has. Obviously, it's a lot lighter color. But yeah, it felt fine. It's really hard to tell here. You know, qualifying is kind of like just easy, wide open. So definitely learn more tomorrow. But hopefully, we'll see. You know, some little maybe more tire wear, little fall off on the long run, handling cars. You know, be able to work their way towards the front. That'd be a lot of fun. So we'll see how it works out.
If handling starts to come more into play, could we see the pack maybe starting to get broken up a little bit?
For sure. Yeah, for sure. I think you know, just it's going to have to fall off quite a bit. I think, you know, to have, you know, cause that to happen. But I think probably a lot of people on different agendas. You know, guessing on the racetrack and, you know, not being here in a while. So there's potential for that. We'll see.
Is this a place where you need practice just so it keeps aging and changing?
No, not at all.
Hey, is there some of the characteristics of the track? I know Alex Bowman said he thinks the toughest place is the entry of turn number 3, and then some people talked about a dip in the back straightaway. What are some of those like landmarks, quote unquote, where you're like, oh, watch out in this spot?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's probably the one thing that hasn't changed here is turn 3 is the most difficult spot. You know, it's the tightest corner on the racetrack, so you generally have the most speed into 3, and then it's the tightest corner, so it causes the most issues for sure.
So how good of a driver are you at saving fuel?
I mean, I think, you know, from what they told me, we did good. I don't know. I'd say overall, I would say Toyota as a whole, we're probably off a little on fuel mileage. From what I gather, we couldn't run as long as the other guys could, whether we were saving or not. So, but yeah, they said, you know, I did fine. Did what I thought was right, and it seemed to be okay.
Is there what kind of a role is that going to play this weekend? Obviously, there's a lot of talk about saving fuel last weekend and played a big role.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it'll be the same here. You know, obviously, you know, smaller racetrack, and you know, we're not all going to be pitting under green here. We're going to try to avoid that because you'll get lapped. So, a whole different strategy, I would imagine, this weekend.
You're an old school guy. Would you rather control the race behind the wheel rather than having to worry about fuel mileage?
I hate fuel mileage racing. I've never liked it. Lost a lot of races on fuel mileage in my career, never won one of them. So, well, maybe one time. We might have squeaked one out at Watkins Glen, but aside from that, fuel mileage has bit us a lot. So, not a big fan. Like to go race hard and give it all she's got.
In preparation for this race, was there much discussion about being a playoff race when you come back and what you need to learn for September?
Not really, no. I mean, that's a long way from now. So, you know, we just hope to build off of, you know, what we learned last weekend, honestly, and what we did here the last couple of years. You know, try to be better than we've been, that's all.
What did you learn last weekend?
A lot about the car, you know, especially things for qualifying. I think, you know, we were obviously way off qualifying last weekend. We had some things that, you know, we as a group needed to do differently and learn some stuff down there that helped us. So, yeah, I think, you know, 12th right now, we were, you know, 27th in Daytona, so that's a good stat. And learned a lot about the way our cars raced and handled and things. So hopefully that'll play into our hands here and help us out a bit.
Do the Fords have the advantage? Looking at the qualifying, it looks like the Fords have some kind of advantage. Is that accurate? There's that single car runs and it doesn't, you know, carry over to the race where it's more packed.
Yeah, I mean they have less drag and they, you know, out-qualify us the speedways they have for a while now, so it's not surprising. And they obviously have raced really well here too. So yeah, we're trying to catch them. We'll see.
When you have, you know, a young group that's coming in, plus some other guys from maybe making part-time starts, I mean, what do you want to see from them on the track to make it more comfortable racing around it?
Yeah, I mean, you know, you get around them, you can see who's squirrely, who's nervous, who's kind of calm and doing the right thing. So you hope they're holding a pretty wheel and you don't have to worry about racing around with it, you know.
Christopher commented earlier about, you know, Toyotas and starting off here, you know, super speedways really 2 weeks in a row here almost. Do you kind of enjoy that with this, you know, back-to-back schedule like this?
Yeah, I mean, I think, you know, for the teams and all of us, really, you just kind of get in that super speedway mindset, and to do it 2 weeks in a row, we're already still like in Daytona mode right now. So I guess it's a little bit easier from a car standpoint and being prepared as far as that goes, and then just for the driver, just mentally being in that kind of in that box of you know, knowing what super speedways are all about just trying to build off of what we learned and did last week.
Do you kind of feel like it's better to maybe get it out of the way, so to speak?
I think it's great to get out of the way, yeah.
Attention drivers. Are you ready to take your brand to the next level and leave your competition in the dust?
Imagine your own custom digital trading cards showcasing your journey, your victories, and your unique style.
Fans don't just want to see you on the track, they want to own a piece of your legacy. And with Raceface Digital, they can.
It's more than just the checkered flag. It's about creating a digital connection with your fans,
where off-track advantages become on-track victories. Enroll now at racefacedigital.com.
This is Daniel Hemrick, driver of number 11 Collard Grits Chevrolet. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Also check out one of those 2 videos beside me. Visit frontstretch.com for more racing content.